Hi, welcome back to Gardening at McCluckin. Today I'm going to be making a green enchilada sauce that requires, hold on, it's not working that well. It's a green enchilada sauce that's going to be having green green tomatoes. Sorry, I'm a little bit out of it right now. But it's going to have green tomatoes in it instead of the good old not tamales, tomatillos. That's what I'm trying to say. Like I said, my mind is not all here today for some reason. But we've got the oil heating up there. I am going to be chopping some onions to put in there. And for some reason, I cannot find my favorite knife to be chopping this up, otherwise it's a little bit easier. But I am chopping up onion right now. We're going to be sauteing it until the onions are soft. We're going to be adding some garlic to it also. Let's see if we can't cut this part here off too. So anyway, I got this recipe online, and unfortunately I did not write it down. I did not write down the website for it down, but I did write down the recipe. But once I find out, locate the recipe again, I will definitely share with you where I got it at. We like it. It's a really, really good recipe. I'm just chopping up the onion still. It calls for 1 onion. And at the end, everything's going to be blended together. We just want to get those onions nice and soft. And we want to add some garlic in there too. Let me go get the garlic. I like having a lot of garlic in my seasoning. I'm going to be using 1 tablespoon there. Because, you know, garlic and onion is basically, I use it every day. Let me see if I can get out my serving spoon. Nope, I know exactly where it's at right now. It's in the dishwasher. So let's go ahead and it smells absolutely wonderful. While that's going, I need to chop up some green tomatoes. I'll be right back. Let's go get them first. Now before I use my onions, my green tomatoes, I need to wash them real quick. Okay, I'm back. Let's give this another stir. And that just smells so good. Then I'm going to core these tomatoes. Before I put them in there. Now I absolutely love the smell of garlic and onion for some strange reason. It's one of my favorite smells of the whole wide world. And while we're coring these tomatoes, we're also cutting out any bad spots in it. And yes, these were grown at the garden, so they're very, very good. Unfortunately, it was getting too cold, and our tomatoes were all, tomato plants, I should say, were all dying off. So we've got all these green tomatoes, and I thought, why not make a green enchilada sauce? So I found one online, and it's really, really good. And come back on Thursday, I believe it is, and I will show you how to make a deconstructed enchilada, beef enchilada with the tomatoes, with the green tomato enchilada sauce that I'm making today. I've been promising you guys a cooking video, and this is it. It's not professionally made, it's just me making it in my own kitchen. I made this once before, and I've got a pint, actually I should say quart, of this frozen in my deep freezer. But I'll show you guys how to make it, and it's really, really good. Hopefully you guys can hear me over the fan. But I did not want to be sweating in my kitchen while I'm making this for you. My son-in-law came up here yesterday. Let me turn this off. There we go. He came up here yesterday in his truck because I bought a cabinet. Actually, it's like a very tall secretarial desk that I bought from my friend Tracy. And we couldn't get it home in our car, so he brought us his truck yesterday and he went to pick it up and then brought it over here yesterday. It's a really nice secretarial desk. But I don't think I'll be using it as a secretarial desk. I'll probably just end up using it to house part of my fabric stash. And I'll be putting it in the room that my daughter used to have. So that's going to be, I'm going to have to paint that room. And that is going to be my walk-in pantry / office / craft room too. I know some of these tomatoes do not look like they're 100% clean, but let me assure you they are. They just have little spots on them from the garden, but they are clean. This one right here was turning a little bit red. That's okay, we can still use it in our enchilada sauce. A little bit of red isn't going to hurt anything. That one has a little bit of orange on it. I'm going to cut that out. Doesn't that sound good? I put like maybe 2 tablespoons of but olive oil in here to help keep it all from sticking. Now, doesn't that look good so far? It smells, I love the smell of garlic and onion. It's one more onion, what am I calling it an onion? It's a tomato. One more tomato to put in there. Like I said, this is based off of a recipe I found online. Unfortunately, I wrote down the recipe, but I did not write down the website where I found it. So I apologize for that. Once I go back online and look for it again, I will post it if I can find it again in my next video. My goal for the new year is to use up whatever I harvest, and this recipe is just one of the ways I found to use what I harvest. Now, doesn't that look good so far? Gotta get it. Now, this needs to cook for about 25 minutes until everything softens. Okay. It says 2 cups of broth. Hang on just a second. But because I do not have any chicken broth available, I'm just going to be putting some chicken bouillon in here. I don't measure it, I just measure it with my heart. I'm going to put a little bit of water in there. Hang on, gotta get some water. And that makes chicken broth. Oh, and it's really quiet outside at my house right now because we've got turkey, my 2 ducks, my two roosters in the refrigerator right now. I'll probably put them in, I'll probably roast the turkey tomorrow so I can can some turkey meat with some stock so I can make pot pies and various things with the meat from turkey. Let's see what else I need. Okay, I need 2 teaspoons of salt. Again, I'm not really measuring things. I'm just I don't use a lot of salt. And what salt I do use, I use the pink Himalayan salt because I had to have my thyroid taken out. And unfortunately, iodized salt, the normal table salt, has iodine in it. And I found out that iodine interferes with my thyroid medication, which I had to take for the rest of my life because I do not have a thyroid. It was taken out, which is why I have a scar on my neck. Okay, so cilantro leaves. I need some cilantro now. Come on. Where is my cilantro? Cilantro, here it is. And yes, I am the type of person that talks to herself while she's cooking. That's the cilantro. Gotta chop it up now. Let me go ahead and just stick all this in there. I'm using the stems too because, like I said, it's all going to get chopped. Let's see what else. Cumin. I've got some ground cumin in here. Cumin powder. Okay. 2 teaspoons cumin. It's getting... Yeah, my cumin likes to stick in it. Okay, I would say that's 2 teaspoons of cumin. Let's see what else. 2 teaspoons black pepper. I use my pepper mill here and my 4 color peppercorns in here. So let's just grind some up there. There we go. Let's see what else. Oh, 8 ounces of green chilies. Right now I'm using Ortega mild fire roasted diced green chilies. This is a 7-ounce can, although it calls for 8 ounces of green chilies. I'm going to use 14. Because we feel that this is what makes the sauce good. Gives it. There's one. And 2. Ooh, that smells good. So that was my refrigerator door letting me know that it was open still. And we just let this simmer for about 25 minutes until the tomatoes are nice and soft. And after we let it simmer for a little bit, we will blend it up and then put it back in here. While we're doing that, I'm just going to clean up my mess over here. And I've got to get out my blender. It's not really a blender, it's a Ninja blender. Nope, it's a NutriBullet blender. Let's go and put all my spices away. Oh man, that smells so good. I'm going to put a little bit more cumin in there. It smells good. A little cumin. Let's see how we work this NutriBullet. Okay then. Let's see if I can. There it is. Let's see if it's. Yeah, these tomatoes are getting nice and soft. Now, we're going to put it in the NutriBullet container. We're going to put the lid on it. Oh, that's not. In all actuality, I've never used a NutriBlender bullet. So let me throw away the cans. Dump this out. When you wash this, I can put it in here. Okay, then you've got that washed out. I'll take you over here. Yes, I've got a lamb in the crock pot cooking for dinner tonight. Now let's see. Let's see, how do we turn it on? Okay, it's supposed to be working. It's not working. How do we turn this on? Why is it not working? Should be working. Why is it not working? That is very weird. It's plugged in, but it's not working. It was working fine last time I was cooking this. This is not my NutriBullet blender. It belongs to somebody else, so I don't know how it's supposed to work. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see if it's going to work over here with this other thing. Nope. It's not working for me now, which is really a bummer. Okay, well, come back for part 2, okay? Come back for part 2 when I've actually figured out how this works, okay? I'll get it figured out and I'll make part 2. Thanks for stopping by. Have a good day, everyone. Bye-bye.